The premise of my blog and my books actually, it emphasizes the power of using your voice and hearing a voice. And I don't know how many of you guys have looked around on the site, but a large majority of the information found on that site is from my own personal journals. My own journals dating from over 17 years ago, covering the entirety of my addictions, including the origins, how they took root, how they grow, and my evolution throughout the years. And I'm willing and I'm ready to share my personal life experience with the world. The fastest way that you can gain empathy, I feel, as I had already quoted, Bill Boulard had said that the lowest form of human intelligence is opinion, and the highest form of intelligence is empathy, because it requires that you put down your ego and step into the life of another. And these entries will give a visceral and a raw and down-to-earth account of exactly what it is like to suffer the way that we do. Our internal thought processes, the things that torture us, that conflict us, that keep us bound. And I'm really excited to let people in to see what it is like, because it is the quickest and the most surest way to step into that life. I did know that the statistical trajectory for mental health was already alarming. We've already had a very, very alarming mental health crisis. We've all known that. I did a paper last year, and the statistical trajectory of our mental health crisis as a repercussion of COVID-19 is very, very dire, and it's frightening. I strongly feel that right now, seeing as we've been affected by this global pandemic for over 2 years now, that the roots and the seeds of addiction are being planted as we speak. And I have this tremendous sense of urgency to get my message out, because we are hearing stories more and more all the time in the news. It's really alarming. You know, I was a sitter when I worked at the hospital, and there were so many more increased cases of mental health patients, and the pattern that I saw was that it was indeed not bias. Just as this virus is non-discriminatory, so too are the repercussions of our mental health. It won't just be for young children and teenagers. The repercussions will be undiscriminatory through all ages and all age groups, and I have seen that firsthand. That is why I do feel such a tremendous sense of urgency to, in a way, I feel like the best way that you can help a loved one suffering from addiction or substance abuse disorder or eating disorders or panic disorders, you can take the time to buy a self-help book. You can take the time to buy half a dozen self-help books and try to educate yourself about what's going on with your child. And that can be confusing, and it can be time consuming, and it could lead to a lot of dead ends. The whole point for my blog, with the question and answer forum that I'm designing, and it's still a work in progress because I don't have as much time as I'd like to work on it, is a free and open question and answer platform for both people who suffer from these ailments and from these illnesses, as well as the parents who are seemingly at a loss to help them. This is a site where you can witness firsthand, as I said, the quickest, I feel the quickest and the most surest way to gain immediate understanding of what goes on in the mind of your loved one, be it a friend, a son or daughter, child, aunt, cousin, anybody.